he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Texas Longhorns offense comes onto the field first today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. So Arkansas's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And A.J. Hill will be running the show. They believe this guy could be a Heisman Trophy contender, and he's looking to get off to a great start in this, his senior season. Give to the back. Fights off a defender. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, it's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hill. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. They'll run it with Wilson. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Running inside, it's Baker. Quick step and go. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Makes the grab on the left. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. The option look. Now the pitch. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that 4th down. Great job by this defense. Caught over the middle. It's Hopkins. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. First down here for the offense. Makes the catch and he's free. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Hill. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll run for it. It's Parker.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the 1st down. Just a little off. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And they swarm him under. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. Pulls it in down the sideline. Slippery slide. Find his foot and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
And sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Finds his man. It's Baker. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. To the air. It's Hill. Complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. On the move, he fires. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing in his own defense over the middle of the field. Ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hill. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's wrestled to the ground. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Makes the grab over the middle.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll move the wide receiver. The run from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Wide open downfield. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. Cut there. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go right back downfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the 1st down. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're going to run it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. on the option. Now the toss. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Turns it on at midfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the 2nd level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Keeps it himself. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. This time he wants to throw. He's got him. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
It's complete. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive there. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to pass, it's Hill. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The run inside. It's Baker. Maybe some room here. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wilson.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive line. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Complete to start this drive. And they're able to get him on the ground. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Down in the play is their sophomore linebacker, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Quarterback keep. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Motion from the wide receiver. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Hill. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Makes the grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They're working that left side. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. They've been steamrolled so far in this 1st half, David, but maybe trying to burn this defensive back. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Baker.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Now facing a third and long. Looking to pass. It's Hill. Bought a little time, lets it go. Working that left side now. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Good, right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's Northwestern coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Catch in the middle. It's Orlando. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on second and short. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Dropping back, it's Hill. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Baker. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Hill. Got a little grass. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Graves.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. To the air, it's Hill. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Could not make his way to the corner. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. And those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wilson. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Hill. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And they got him.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Makes the catch at the 30. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Hill. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down for the tackle. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from the 50. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The give from the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Graves. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Flying down the left side. Past the 30. 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Quarterback may change this route. Running inside, it's Baker. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Hill. With the catch, it's Hopkins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, the running back has it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run to the left. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Oh, Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it down the field. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter. Now you're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The run inside. It's Baker. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking one, but they're going to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Hill. Oh, they're after him. Working that left side. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wilson. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Got it looking for a first. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Tries to get it on the ground. There's some room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wilson on the carry. Makes his man miss. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Quickly complete. Touchdown Razorbacks! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Razorbacks answer with a score of their own.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march and breaks into the open. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete to the left. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now first and 10 from the 43. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. Makes a connection. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. And they can take... Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. And it's good! And they take the lead inside a minute to play.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after he returned. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hill. Makes the grab on the left. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Complete. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Man, that clock is ticking, so we've got to make sure I understand if I don't get the first down, I got to get out of bounds. I think he should have got out of bounds to stop this clock. This offense, they got to hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage, and start running some plays.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He's open on the right. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Running inside, it's Baker. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The sure hands, it's Orlando. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Made the grab and's got plenty for the first down, but we do have a man slow to get up. That's their freshman starting wide receiver, and we hope he's not out of the game too long. Holly will keep an eye on things for us. Rides the option, he keeps it. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it with Wilson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. Scanning the field, it's Hill. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They strike first here in overtime.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He finds a dead spot in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. To the air on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
And the extra point splits the uprights. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Longhorns are in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it on the run. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Rides it and reads it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Can the D deny them on second and goal? On the move. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and they strike first and take the lead by 3 here in overtime. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Looking for a man. It's Hill. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Now on third down, and at the very least, trying to get into a little better field goal position. The run inside. It's Baker. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Puts it right down the boulevard, no sign of nerves, and we'll go to another overtime. And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. He'll set up to throw. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. Slams it ahead. They are denied. The 2-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David